right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, September 17th, the end of a marathon week here at the Wine Watch. That's right, folks, I am in training for the Wine Drinking Olympics. So 5 events in 1 week is not enough. But that's what we did this week. And we're ending out the week tonight with our vintage Burgundy tasting, and this is my favorite size crowd for an event here in the store. We've got 1 table, 8 people tonight dining and drinking some great Burgundy. This is not work for me. My work week is over, man. I'm going to have a blast tonight. We get this last show done tomorrow, and then I got a day off on Sunday. But it's been a busy week. We got a lot of great stuff next week. I've got Dennis Cakebread at the Blue Moon Fish Company on Monday night. Wednesday night, we got another Burgundy tasting at Cafe Max. How many Burgundy tastings can you have in 2 weeks? Never enough, as far as I'm concerned. And then next Friday night, a week from tonight, our vintage Spanish tasting going all the way back to 1942, the Marqués de Murieta y Gay wine. Fabulous stuff coming up here next week also, so check it out on our site. But what have I got to sell you today? All right, I know what you're thinking. Those of you that know what this wine is on the table. Zinfandel, man, is Andrew selling out? What is going on? But hey, I am willing to take one for the team, for my wine drinking people out there. I know there's some of you out there that like Zinfandel. All right? I don't have to agree with you. And I like Zinfandel too. I mean, it's not like I don't like Zinfandel. It's just not my favorite grape varietal. I mean, I've got like probably a dozen that I'll take home before Zinfandel, but if I'm having a nice barbecue or the right kind of food, or I'm in the right mood where I want to get whacked, 15% alcohol, I'll bring home a Zinfandel. And this is one that has been very popular. All right? What are the 3 things that need to come together to create a successful wine brand? Okay, well, one of them is the name. Name is all important. And, you know, not the same name is going to work for the same product. If they called this Opus 1, I don't know if it would be as successful. Well, they couldn't. Obviously, there's another wine already, Opus 1. But the perfect name. Prisoner for this wine. A great name for a Zinfandel blend. All right, packaging. Very important also. All right, one of the most important things, how the product looks to most people, although not here at the Wine Watch. The most important thing is what is in the bottle. And this wine is in the bottle. For those of you that like Zinfandel, it's been a phenomenon. Like I said, maybe not my favorite style of wine, but for Zinfandel lovers, The Prisoner, a huge hit. David Phinney has really turned out a consistent product year in and year out. Zinfandel, Cabernet, Petit Syrah, Charbonneau, some interesting varietals in here, but he's gone all the way up to 70,000 cases. In this 08, just got 90 points from the Wine Advocate, not the Spectator from Robert Parker. So, okay, we already mentioned the name, which is great, Prisoner. The package, this is a very famous French artist, Francisco José de Goya, and he is one of the people that's credited with, considered to be the father of modern art. This idea that the artist's personal vision had more importance than his subject opened new ways of thinking, which helped art break free from the commissioned portraits and religious imagery of that time, the 19th century. Wow. Can you think of a more appropriate artist for a wine that's focusing on blending 2 varietals that most winemakers would consider heresy, mixing Cabernet and Zinfandel? So, the perfect label. All right. And then, price, always a consideration. Quality, even more important. And the wine is, like I said, in the bottle. All right. Well, David Phinney's got a long history of winemaking, the gentleman that created this project, and he's worked for some of the top names in Napa Valley, including Opus 1, include Whitehall Lane and Robert Mondavi Winery, and the name Orin Swift plays a tribute to his parents. Orin is his father's middle name, and Swift is his mother's maiden name. Great name. And he's been working for other wineries. This started out as a side project. He needed money to fund it, so he couldn't stop working until this got to a certain level. But today, it's up to a certain level. And one of our good friends in the wine business has just bought into this label, got the Huneeus Vintners. So this is now a Huneeus family wine. It's not completely owned by them. David Phinney is still a partner. David Phinney is still making the wine. So consistency is still going to be there in the future. All right, folks. Well, if you want to read the rest of our story, I've got a nice little article in here in the Wine Spectator about Huneeus buying in here, and some other information about The Prisoner. Check it out on today's email. I'm your host, Andrew Lampazone for the Wine Watch, signing off, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.